Hello class. Today we're doing Blue P2.1. Okay, number 2, y equals negative 1/3 x. So we decide our values for x. Because denominator is 3, we're going to use multiples of 3. We're going to do a 0, a positive 3, and a negative 3. Okay? And then we're going to solve. Now, because it's negative, then we know that this most likely will have, this will be a negative progression. Okay? So let's take a look and see. Y is equal to negative 1/3 x. When it's 0, that makes y 0. Y is equal to negative 1/3 x is 3. That cancels out the 3, and so y is a negative 1. And then when y is negative 1/3 times negative 3, then these 3's cancel out, and y is equal to a positive 1. Okay, so let's take a look. We have 0, 0. Then we have 3, 1, 2, 3, negative 1. Then we have negative 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And therefore we connect our dots. Okay, and that problem is over. Now let's look at number 4. On number 4, it asks us to solve for y, then graph the equation. Okay, we must remember that before we can graph, we must move everything out of y's house. So we have an equation that says y is equal to, put it in slope intercept form. So let's go. 2y minus 3x equals 1. Okay, so if we move 3x out, we have 2y is equal to 3x plus 1. And if we divide by 2, y is equal to 3/2 x plus 1/2. Okay? All right, and so now that we have solved it, so now we can create an equation. So we have x, our table, x, y, we have 0. Okay, we can have 4, and we can have negative 4. Okay, or we can even make it 2. Okay, multiples of 2, then go with the lowest 2, 2 and negative 2. Okay, so then when x is 0, y is equal to 3/2, 0 plus 1/2, then y is equal to 1/2 because this is 0. Okay, y is equal to 3/2 times 2 plus 1/2. Then if that be the case, that would be, these two would cancel each other out. So we have 3/2. Okay, and then if it is negative, then we have negative 3/2. Nope, not negative 3/2. We would have 2/2. Okay. All right, then. Let's take a look. Let's graph. We'll make each of these 1/2, okay? So when x is 0, y is 1/2. When x is 2, 1, 2, y is 3/2. This is 1/2, 1.5, 2. Okay. We're gonna have to just go ahead and make halves here. All right, so and y is 0. X is 0, y is 1/2. When x is 2, 1, 2, y is 1/2. That's 1, 3.5, 1, 2, 3.5. When x is negative 2, 1, 2, Y is negative 2.5. That's 1, 2.5. Okay, and then we connect our dots. Okay, and that's our lesson.